What if I told you that a single man held the reins of a nation for nearly 5 decades, outlasting 9 US presidents? Yes, we're talking about Fidel Castro. This man, a paradox of monumental proportions, not only shaped the course of Cuba's history but left an indelible imprint on global politics. His longevity in power is a testament to his resilience and tenacity. Let's delve into the life of this enigmatic leader striding through the corridors of history. Our journey begins in 1926, in the verdant landscapes of Biran, Cuba, where a boy named Fidel Alejandro Castro Ruz was born. Born into a family of sugarcane farmers, young Fidel's life was far from ordinary. His father, Angel Castro, was a self-made man, and his mother, Lena Ruz, was a woman of resilience and fortitude. Their influence shaped Fidel's early life, fostering a spirit of perseverance and determination in him. As a student, Fidel was known for his athleticism and intellect, but it was in the hallowed halls of the University of Havana that his life took a decisive turn. Here, he was introduced to the world of politics and activism, and he quickly developed a passion for them. His fiery speeches and assertive demeanor made him a prominent figure on campus. He was fascinated by the ideas of justice, equality, and sovereignty, often engaging in heated debates and protests. As Castro's political consciousness grew, so did his ambition, setting the stage for his future as a revolutionary leader. The year was 1953, and Castro, fueled by his revolutionary fervor, led an attack on the Moncada barracks. His aim? To overthrow the oppressive Batista regime. However, the attempt was thwarted, and Castro found himself behind bars. But his spirit remained undeterred. He used this time to foster his ideologies, famously declaring in court, "History will absolve me." In 1955, a public pressure campaign led to Castro's release, and he was back in the game. He made his way to Mexico, where fate had a crucial meeting in store for him. Here, he crossed paths with the legendary Ernesto Che Guevara, a like-minded revolutionary who became a key ally in Castro's mission. In Mexico, they began to assemble what would come to be known as the 26th of July movement, named after the date of the failed Moncada barracks assault, a symbol of their undying resolve. This group of rebels underwent rigorous training, preparing for the task they had set for themselves, the liberation of Cuba. Throughout these years, Castro faced many setbacks. There were betrayals, failed missions, and countless obstacles. But with each stumble, instead of faltering, Castro's determination only grew stronger. He was a man on a mission, a man with a vision for a free and prosperous Cuba. With each setback, Castro's resolve only hardened, leading to the pivotal moment of the Cuban Revolution. By 1959, Castro's revolution had triumphed, and he assumed power, heralding a new era for Cuba. Castro's reign was defined by his staunch commitment to socialism. He initiated sweeping reforms, nationalizing industries, instituting free healthcare and education, and eliminating illiteracy. These policies, while beneficial to some, were not without their critics. As wealth was redistributed, many Cubans found their way of life dramatically altered, and economic hardships became all too common. Castro's Cuba became a beacon for socialist states worldwide. His relationship with the Soviet Union was tight-knit, with the Soviets providing economic and military aid to the fledgling socialist state. This alliance, however, brought Castro's Cuba into direct conflict with its neighbor to the north, the United States. The tension culminated in the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, a 13-day standoff that brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. The United States' relationship with Castro was one of enduring enmity, marked by failed assassination plots, economic sanctions, and a trade embargo that is still in place today. Yet throughout it all, Castro remained defiant, resisting pressure from the US and maintaining his vision of a socialist Cuba. Castro's reign, marked by resilience and resistance, left an indelible mark on Cuba and the world. So, who was Fidel Castro really? A tyrant, a revolutionary, or a bit of both? This man, born in a small Cuban village, grew to shape not only his nation but the world. His rise to power, his reign, and his ideologies divided opinions. His detractors saw him as an oppressive dictator, while his supporters hailed him as a champion of the people. Regardless of one's view on Castro, his impact on Cuba and the world can't be denied. He remains to this day a figure of fascination and controversy.